A chimpanzee, trained for only half a match, is already able to skillfully play a shooting game so well that it can even dominate professional players and step onto the world stage. Everything begins with a neural patch attached to its forehead. At this moment, all of South Korea is focused on a special match, a professional gamer facing off against a chimpanzee. As the game begins, the pro player confidently controls the sniper scope, eliminating opponents one by one. The chimpanzee, who had never played video games before, rapidly improves its shooting skills after just half a match of practice. Soon, it enters hunting mode. Using clever tactics, it ambushes the professional player from the side and kills him with a single headshot. When the game ends, the audience in the hall erupts in excitement. On stage, three men are especially thrilled, hugging each other tightly and cheering as the product they developed together proves to be a huge success. The reason the chimpanzee defeated a human is the neural patch on its forehead, known as clover. As long as this patch is placed on the head, a human can absorb elementary-level knowledge in the shortest possible time. With access to painless learning, humanity goes wild with excitement. Elsewhere, Tera watches the live broadcast of the product launch and happily cheers for her husband, Jae-hyun, who is one of the three developers. However, while driving, Tera encounters something strange. She is startled by a dog in the middle of the road, jerks the steering wheel, and nearly crashes into another car. She hurriedly gets out to apologize. Inside the other car sits an elderly man who laughs heartily and jokes that she was scared by a dog. His words leave Tera momentarily disoriented, and images of barking dogs flash in her mind. The two parties do not linger long, and the old man soon drives away. Tera watches the direction he leaves. It leads towards Hanyu's psychiatric hospital. The name sounds oddly familiar to her. At the studio, her older sister Yura is in a bad mood over a trivial issue. Tera immediately ties up her hair, switches out of her high heels, climbs a ladder, and starts working. At that moment, a malicious glint flashes in Yura's eyes. She picks up a loose cable and yanks it hard, causing the ladder Tera is using to tip over. Just before hitting the ground, the agile Tera leaps, grabs the edge of a chandelier, and crashes down. In the instant before losing consciousness, bizarre images appear in her mind. She is alone in a dark factory, fighting off large numbers of thugs, slaughtering her way through them non-stop. The vision ends quickly. Tera gives Yura one last look before passing out. Yura immediately sends her to the hospital. According to the doctor, her head injury has stimulated her memory pathways, and her memories may gradually return. The doctor also suggests stopping her medication, as it could help her recover her memories. Yura understands immediately and slips the doctor a bundle of cash to thank him. Not long after, Tera wakes up. Yura quickly asks whether she remembers anything. Tera shakes her head and says she had a strange dream of a girl fighting others, and that girl seems to be herself. Yura sighs, lamenting that 15 years have passed since the accident, yet Tera has not regained her memory. After waking up, Tera is eager to be discharged and return home. Today is an important day for Jae-hyun's success, and she wants to celebrate with him. Yura smiles warmly while talking to Tera, but the moment she turns away, her expression becomes cold and vicious. Back home, Tera changes into an elegant long dress, carefully hiding the scars on her body, old scars on her chest and ears. Nearby, her daughter plays with a toy gun and pretends to shoot at her. Tera is extremely sensitive to shooting gestures. Her nerves tighten, and she sternly scolds her daughter. The girl clearly knows her mother fears guns and promises not to point them at her again. At the celebration party, Jae-hyun's phone keeps ringing. Due to his massive career success, he is preparing to run for the next presidential election. Many political parties are eager to recruit him, including Representative Han. But Jae-hyun has no interest in existing parties and plans to run as an independent. Enraged by the rejection, Han fumes. In politics, there are only allies or enemies. Independents are no exception. His subordinates suggest that since Jaehyun's confidence comes from the neural patch, destroying that achievement would crush him completely. Meanwhile, Dojong uses the excuse of getting drinks to secretly meet Yura inside the house. He is fearless because he has received a message saying that his wife, Hae-soo, a news anchor, is tied up with work and will be late returning home. At the TV station, Hae-soo receives a mysterious gift. Inside the box is only a photograph of a girl, identical to the girl Tera saw fighting in her visions. On the back is a line stating that this girl is the murderer of Hae-soo's father, codenamed Number 50. If she wants the truth, she must go to Hanye's psychiatric hospital. Because of this, Hae-soo returns home early. As soon as she enters the bedroom, she sees the bed in disarray. In the bathroom, Dojong nervously covers Yura's mouth, barely daring to breathe. While Dojong deals with Hae-soo, Yura remains in the bathroom, resentful and already hatching another malicious plan. Before leaving, Yura deliberately leaves an earring behind in the bathroom. As expected, it puts Hae-soo in a foul mood all night. Seeing this, Yura feels even more pleased and deliberately mentions at the dinner table that she has a man she is seeing. Tera is happy for her, revealing that the two women are sisters. Ever since Tera lost her memory in an accident 15 years ago, Yura has been the one taking care of her. After a long silence, Hae-soo can no longer suppress her doubts and asks Dojong in front of everyone whether he brought someone into the bedroom. Confronted, Dojong explodes in anger to cover his guilt. He storms off, feeling humiliated by Hae-soo's behavior. After the party, the couple continues arguing. Dojong brings up recent interviews about the clover patch. During one interview, one of Hae-soo's colleagues mentioned her father's death to gain attention. Hae-soo has never forgotten her father's murder and continues investigating the case. One day, she intends to personally report the truth to the public. Dojong, however, shows no interest in her quest for revenge. After saying this, he angrily leaves to meet Yura again. Hae-soo tries to follow him but loses him at a traffic light and has no choice but to return home. After the gathering ends, Jaehyun and Tera return home and continue their affectionate evening. They talk about how they met. Tera was already suffering from amnesia at the time, but Jaehyun did not care about her unknown past or the strange scars on her body, falling in love with her at first sight. Late at night, rain begins to fall. When Tera wakes up, she sees Hae-soo's car returning outside the window. Worried, she goes over and just in time saves Hae-soo from harming herself. After arguing with Dojong and the rain pouring down, the oppressive atmosphere causes Hae-soo to relive the memory of her father's murder. Back home, she tries to calm herself with a drink, but accidentally knocks over a glass. In a daze, she picks up the broken shards until Tera arrives in time. With Tera's comfort, Hae-soo finally calms down. Meanwhile, in another small room, a man dressed in black raises a hammer and kills the chimpanzee. The next day, the brutal incident shocks the three developers, especially Ashen, who was deeply attached to the chimpanzee. That same day, Hae-soo begins investigating Hanye's psychiatric hospital. Tera, feeling uneasy, asks why she is looking into that place. Trusting Tera, Hae-soo tells her about the photograph. Seeing the familiar image, Tera becomes emotional. Could the girl in the photo, the one from her visions, help her recover her lost memories? With this hidden hope, Tera volunteers to accompany Hae-soo in the investigation. Soon, they arrive at Hanye Hospital. As soon as they get out of the car, Tera notices a set of clothes in a laundry cart, identical to those worn by Number 50. She immediately follows the cart, while Hae-soo shows the photo to the staff and asks whether such a person exists. The receptionist, Mayor Cho, asks why Hae-soo is investigating. Hae-soo explains that she received a lead connecting Number 50 to her father's murder. Her father's death is known nationwide. He was the former president. Meanwhile, Tera follows the laundry cart to a corner of the hospital where barking dogs are locked in cages. Ignoring them, she enters an abandoned building. Passing through a corridor, she sees a mirror on the wall. In the reflection, she appears not as herself, but as Number 50. Turning around, Tera scans the hall and realizes it is the exact place where the girl in her memories fought countless enemies. As a splitting pain surges through her head, her memories become clearer. She finally realizes that the girl known as Number 50 is herself. Time rewinds 15 years. On the day Jesus' father was inaugurated as president, Number 50 aimed at his heart from a building across the street and killed him with a single shot. At that moment, alarms blared throughout the psychiatric hospital. Tera had been discovered trespassing. Tera hurriedly explains that she entered the wrong area, but no one listens. They attack her directly. Acting on instinct, Tera fights back. Her movements are smooth and precise, like reflexes engraved into her genes. At that moment, Mayor Cho of the psychiatric hospital appears, the same man Tera has seen in her dreams. With no time to think, Tera continues fighting. Even combined, the burly men are no match for her. Fighting one against many, she finds an opening and escapes. Meanwhile, Jesus learns that there is no patient called Number 50 listed at the hospital. Just as Jesus is about to leave, a note is slipped under the door. The sender claims to know information about Number 50 and asks to meet her. When the hospital director learns that Jesus has been asking about Number 50, he is furious. Number 50 supposedly died 15 years ago. Why would Jesus suddenly investigate now? The director orders Mayor Cho to look into the matter. At that moment, surveillance footage of Tera fighting catches his attention. The room she entered cannot be accessed without registered fingerprints. Watching the footage, the director begins to suspect Tera's true identity. After a fingerprint comparison, Tera is quickly matched with Number 50 in the system. The revelation shocks both the director and Mayor Cho. The director berates Cho, reminding him that he once claimed to have personally confirmed Number 50's death after she fell from a cliff. Cho insists that she was severely injured and could not have survived the fall, though he admits he never found her body. The director grows uneasy. This time, Number 50 arrived with Jesus. Clearly, Tera revealed Number 50's existence to Jesus. Their actions amount to a direct declaration of war. The director orders Mayor Cho to bring Tera to him. He wants to know how she survived all those years ago. After escaping, Tera rushes to find her sister Yura. She opens the family photo album and questions whether the girl in the photos is really her. She looks nothing like Number 50. Yura is not surprised by the question. Instead, she asks whether Tera has regained her memories. The truth is revealed. Tera is really Number 50. Tera was originally the name of Yura's younger sister who died in a car accident years ago. Just as Yura was preparing to register her sister's death, someone approached her and bought the identity of Tera. Not long afterward, Yura saw the injured and unconscious Number 50 for the first time in a hospital in France. From that moment on, Number 50 became Tera. Yura's task was to care for her as an older sister until her memories resurfaced. Now that Tera's memories have resurfaced, their relationship can finally end. Yura advises Tera to investigate her past on her own, including her marriage to Jaehyun, which also appears to have been part of a larger scheme. She warns Tera to protect the people around her and not let the enemies succeed. After Tera leaves, Yura immediately makes a phone call, reporting that Tera has recovered her memories and her mission is complete. Having grown weary of caring for Tera all these years, Yura feels relieved to finally be free. Yura would rather give up the money than continue the mission, but the other party refuses and threatens her with evidence of her affair and document theft. Left with no choice, Yura is forced to comply. Worried that her family may be in danger, Tera immediately asks the teacher to escort her daughter home. She hastily packs her bags, preparing to leave with her daughter. In the midst of the chaos, Mayor Cho breaks into Tera's home with several men. More memories surface. Tera recalls fighting this man to the death before. Armed with a blade, she is still no match for Cho, who is unarmed. She is beaten bloody. Cho attempts to take Tera away. Though she puts up a fierce fight, she gradually loses ground. Just as she is about to lose consciousness, Jesus arrives and rings the doorbell. Seizing the opportunity, Tera escapes outside and begs Jesus for help. Jesus calls security to check the house. Sensing trouble, Mayor Cho and his men flee. Jesus suggests calling the police, but Tera stops her. Unable to explain the situation, Tera lies and says it was just an accident. Since Jesus is rushing to a meeting, she leaves Tera to rest. Before leaving, Jesus tells Tera she is heading back to Hanyu Psychiatric Hospital to continue investigating. The hospital staff clearly know who number 50 is, but are deliberately hiding the truth. Hearing this, Tera feels deeply conflicted. She recalls when Jesus first moved in as her neighbor, how warmly she welcomed her, how they promised to be lifelong friends, growing old together. Now, staring at their close photos together, Tera breaks down in tears, unsure of what to do. Soon after, the teacher brings Xiaoyu home. Xiaoyu tells her mother that Yura visited her earlier, saying she was leaving for France. Yura gave her a gift and told her to listen to her mother and take good care of herself. Jesus meets the person who slipped her the note at the psychiatric hospital, a nurse, bringing along a friend and an escort for safety. The nurse reveals that 20 years ago, number 50 was admitted to the hospital with her younger brother. During an escape attempt, her ear was bitten by wild dogs and the nurse treated her injury. The nurse says old medical records about number 50 may be stored somewhere in the basement and offers to help find them. As for why she is helping, she explains that Hanyu Psychiatric Hospital is a terrible place. Many strange things have happened there, and without the director's approval, even quitting is impossible. After a brief conversation, the nurse leaves in a hurry. Jesus notices the nurse dropped something and chases after her, only to witness the nurse being forcibly taken away in a car. Jesus realizes the hospital has already set its sights on her. After the meeting, Jesus goes to her in-laws' house to pick up her child. Her father-in-law treats her coldly, full of sarcasm, while she remains calm. On the way out, Jesus hands an earring she found at home to Dojong, telling him to return it to its owner and warning him not to let her see such filthy things again. Dojong tries to call Yura, but she is already unreachable. Elsewhere, Tera calls Jae-hyun and asks him to come home immediately, but he says he is busy. Earlier, Jae-hyun's company launched an investigation into the chimpanzee's death and identified a suspicious internal employee named Old Jong through surveillance footage. Police find skin tissue under the chimpanzee's fingernails that matches wounds on Old Jong's neck. After interrogation, he confesses that his daughter needs an organ transplant and he was blackmailed to kill the chimpanzee. The person behind it all turns out to be Representative Han. Jae-hyun confronts Han at a press conference, exposing him as the mastermind behind the murder. The two clash fiercely. Jae-hyun warns Han to stop his dirty deeds or face the consequences. Though shaken, Han stubbornly denies everything, declaring it slander in front of the cameras. At that moment, Tera's phone call is still connected, and through it, she hears the voice of the hospital director. The director assumed it was Tera who brought Jesus to the psychiatric hospital. Unsure of Tera's intentions, he took the initiative to visit her husband, Jae-hyun, to test the waters. Tera immediately sets out to find Jae-hyun, only to discover Mayor Cho hiding in the back seat of her car. He holds a knife to her throat and orders her to turn around. When they reach a remote pit, Cho declares that this is where Tera will die. Unable to resist, Tera makes one final request, that he spare her husband. Cho refused. Not only does he intend to kill her, he wants to destroy everything she cherishes. At that moment, Tera erupts with astonishing strength. She slams the accelerator and crashes into a tree, throwing Cho out of the car. She escapes and fights him in an open area, but she is still slightly weaker. As Cho's knife slowly approaches her, Tera suddenly counterattacks, plunging the blade into his eye. After escaping, Tera rushes to find Jae-hyun. At the press conference, Jae-hyun announces his resignation as company representative and his candidacy for president. Tera is shocked, and then notices Xiaoyu in the crowd, standing beside the hospital director. Dazed, Tera sees Xiaoyu beside the director transform into a young boy. She recognizes him. In her fragmented memories, this boy once called her sister. At last, Tera remembers. She once had a younger brother. End of this episode. That's all for today. Don't forget to like, comment, share with friends, and subscribe to the channel. I will be back with the rest of the story soon.